Hello, I'm Chris Parkman and today I'm talking about Company Voluntary Arrangements or CVAs. What are they are they used for, and what are the different types? So what is a Company Voluntary Arrangement? A Company Voluntary Arrangement is essentially a legal agreement between the company and its creditors to either pay the debts over a period of time or perhaps maybe accept a lump sum in full and final settlement of the liabilities. The terms of whatever offer the company is looking to put forward are contained within the CVA proposal itself. That CVA proposal will be sent out to creditors, and a decision procedure will be called for creditors to consider and vote upon those proposals. Creditors essentially have three options available to them. 1. Accept the proposal. 2. Reject the proposal. Or 3. Perhaps put forward a modification. There may well be, for example, one term in the proposal that the creditors don't like, and if that was changed, they would then be happy to accept the proposal. The company, directors, shareholders would then have an opportunity to agree that modification, and if accepted, the creditors' vote would be treated as an acceptance. If 75% of those creditors who vote to approve the proposal is approved, and all creditors, regardless of whether they voted for the proposal, against the proposal, or perhaps didn't even vote at all, are bound by the terms of the arrangement. In the early stages, a licensed insolvency practitioner would be engaged to draft the proposal and call the decision procedure of creditors. At this stage, the insolvency practitioner is called the nominee. If the proposal is approved, the nominee will then become the supervisor, and the supervisor's role, as the name suggests, is to supervise the terms of the arrangement. Basically, the supervisor will want to ensure that the company is meeting the terms of the proposal. If it's, for example, if it's a monthly payment proposal, are the monthly payments being paid on time? Also, the supervisor will make sure that the creditors keep to their end of the bargain too. Sometimes creditors try to circumnavigate the CVA proposal by instructing bailiffs and things like that, which they're not allowed to do, and the supervisor would step in to prevent that from happening. So what is a CVA used for? A CVA is designed specifically to save the life of a company as a going concern. It is a non-terminal insolvency process, unlike a creditor's voluntary liquidation or administration, for example, and it's mainly used where the underlying business of a company is good and profitable, but maybe there's been an issue which has caused cash flow problems, or the company just needs a little bit more time to restructure its debts or business for whatever reason that might be. Therefore, there are lots of advantages to a CVA when compared to things like a creditor's voluntary liquidation. The key one is obviously the company is maintained, i.e. there's no need to incorporate a new limited company, and therefore there's no need to apply for new bank account numbers, VAT numbers, PAYE numbers, and therefore a lot of administration and time can be saved by using a CVA instead. Another advantage is if that the company's got long-term contracts, and provided that there's no clauses which bring those contracts to an end if a CVA is put forward, those contracts continue. The company therefore does not have to rebid, retender, renegotiate the terms of the contracts, they just continue. Also, perhaps the company has trade body certification or professional certification. Because the company is maintained and will continue, those certifications will normally continue as well, thus saving lots of time and administration for the business going forward, and the directors can spend more time building the business and dealing with its day-to-day problems rather than reinventing the wheel with more administration to start a new company going. So what are the different types? In my mind, there are two main types of CVA proposal. The first is a monthly payment proposal, which, as the name suggests, basically involves the company paying a set monthly sum into the proposal for over a 3 to 5 year period, the end of which a dividend is paid to the creditors. The second main type is a lump sum proposal, whereby a lump sum is offered to the creditors in full and final settlement. Perhaps maybe the directors will obtain a loan, and that the monies raised are used as a lump sum. Alternatively, perhaps a property or significant asset is sold, and the sums realised are used to offer a dividend in full and final settlement to the creditors. Obviously, there is also the possibility of doing a hybrid arrangement whereby some combination of monthly payments and lump sums are put forward to the creditors. There is actually no limit within reason to what a proposal can offer to the creditors, and therefore the directors and insolvency practitioner can get quite creative. Obviously, within reason, anything can be put forward, provided it is fit, fair and reasonable. And by that, typically, what we're looking to do is to make sure that the return to creditors is comparable to the same, or better, ideally, to what creditors could expect in a creditors' voluntary liquidation or compulsory liquidation. It is also sometimes possible to apply for what's called a moratorium. And what a moratorium does, if granted by the court, is give the company time to put forward a proposal and allow the creditors to consider it. And therefore, during that short period, prevents creditors from taking enforcement action against the company, for example, issuing a winding up petition or something similar. Accordingly, CVAs are very flexible, powerful insolvency tools that can be tailored to your company's specific circumstances. It is therefore very important to work closely with an insolvency practitioner to make sure CVA, if that is what you're looking to do, meets the requirements and is drafted accordingly. If you'd like further advice on your company's specific circumstances, or just want more advice on CVAs in general, please don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you.